moving into the pure feminine energy, letting go of the ego, trying to prove yourself or trying to be in the masculine energy can be really hard at times, because people say a lot about being in the feminine energy, doing all that wickety wood stuff from the external world, but then at the end of the day you still have the masculine energy, because we all are made from both of these energies. So really trying to be in the feminine energy, letting go of the ego, letting go of trying to be proving yourself right or trying to be right in front of the others and trying your worth on all that stuff that we females actually faced in today's scenarios. Like, we see that the world is actually more kind of like a male dominated, and don't get me wrong, it's just the way the things are right now, and women think that they need to be really really strong physically, mentally, emotionally, and that's why they go into the route of becoming more man energy, more masculine energy, really getting the training at the gym or karate training or something like the training, so that they become are physically strong to fight with the world, and that actually deprives her of her own feminine energy, that actually destroys her feminine energy. And then there is a battle within her to move into the feminine energy, but then the ego part of you, which wants to be right, which wants to protect you, wants you to be in the man energy, and then the fight starts within. And I've seen this personally happening in with my life as well, personally with my own relationships as well, not just a romantic one but also with my family, friends, everywhere. I've seen this thing actually playing a lot of the role in my personal life. And today I want to dedicate this video specifically for the female, because this channel is all about the females, but then I do talk about the general topics. But today I want to talk about this deep topic. So hey guys, welcome. I'm Pashvika. On this channel we talk a lot about feminine energy, self-improvement topics, manifestation, relationship stuff. If you enjoyed it, give it thumbs up, consider subscribing for more such videos. We have 2 courses right now, feminine energy, masculine energy, a short mini course talking about these energies and how you can use it. The link is in description. The second course is about manifesting, attracting relationship. It's also in the description. Anyways, let's talk about how to be in the feminine energy and letting go of the ego. Since we have been pre-programmed the day when we were born, and seeing from the society, from the culture, from our family, from our parents and all that stuff, and woman feels like she got to be strong, she got to be strong to face this society, to face the people. You got to protect yourself, you got to say right words, you have to fit in with the male dominated society. For somehow, because of all these reasons and other reasons as well, the women are more in the masculine energy nowadays than before we can ever see. There's so many women so much in the masculine energy, and they are actually in the same position in the company as the man. There is nothing wrong with that, but then they are more in the masculine energy. And when somebody is in the more masculine energy, the feminine energy gonna be reduced, because you can only be in one energy at one time. You can't be like on the 2 boats at the same time. So when you are in the masculine energy, that deprives your feminine energy, that destroys your feminine energy. And if you watch the videos, the people talk a lot about trying to be in the feminine energy, attracting a partner, magnetic feminine energy. They all use these terminology. But I feel like most of the content, they talk about the physical perspective, dressing like a woman, doing the makeup, hairstyle, acting like that, behaving like that. It's more superficial. But this is very very deep. This is something very deep. I personally realized, being a female, this is very deep within our females. Now the day we were born, we see the society, we have to fit in with the male dominant society, we gotta be strong. So somehow we remove our feminine energy and try to be in the masculine energy. And then one day you wake up and you realize who you are, you're the creator of your reality, and then you gotta go back to your own feminine energy, because you are a female, respecting your body, respecting yourself, respecting your relationships. And then there is a fight within you, there is a battle within you, how to go into the pure feminine when you are in the masculine energy. Because the ego loves the old reality, it's loved the reality, the experiences that you had in the past, it wants to protect you. So when you're gonna move totally into the feminine energy, and it was in the masculine energy before that, there's gonna be struggle, there's gonna be hurdle or a battle within you. And then you're going to be juggling between these 2 realities, or between these 2 energies, trying to prove yourself to go in either of the direction. You want to go in the new direction of becoming more feminine energy, but then the ego wants to try you, pull you back in the old version of you that was more in the masculine energy. So you really let go of the ego, and which is not easy. Don't underestimate the power of ego, okay? When we say we create our reality, ego does have the role. It's so freaking powerful. You don't need to underestimate its power, because it's created by you. You give your ego the energy and the power that it has right now, based on the old realities, or based on the old mindset and the belief and the thinking that you had in the past. So it's powerful at this time, but then you can beat it because you give them the power. So if you can give somebody or something a power, you can take back your power. If you believe in something and you give your power and energy to that thing, you can take your power back from that thing, and you can stop believing in that as well. It's as easy as it may sound. But for time being, there is like a time delay or a time lag between you changing yourself inside of you and the things changing outside of you reflecting different. Like there is a time gap between them, and for that you gotta persist in the new version of you. You gotta persist inside of you, so that the time gap is covered and the outside is changed according to your insides. But you gotta persist in the time gap, and most of the people actually give up in that time gap, in the time delay, because there is a little bit of the delay before the things happen or change in the 3D. There's a time deal, and people actually give up in that time because they think that it's not working, it's not happening, or it's too hard, they can't do it, and all that blah 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 reason they give up. And majority of the people give up at this time because they underestimate the power of ego. So do not underestimate the power of ego, and also keep in mind, you give its ego the power that it has right now, you can take your power back as well. And when you're taking your power back, it's going to be having some power in the time being before it actually crumbles down. So there is a crumbling of the ego before it actually changes into the 3D version of you. So for you to move completely into the feminine energy, you gotta persist no matter what's happening in the 3D, no matter what somebody else is saying or thinking, no matter what's your ego is thinking here. You gotta persist in that. You gotta actually let your ego die, and it's gonna crumble. And before crumbling, it has power to pull you back into the old reality. But you gotta be stubborn enough to persist in this new version of you. And the only way that you could do it by resting and relaxing more, by actually genuinely choosing the resting and relaxing more on everyday basis, because the more you do that, the more it's going to push you into the feminine energy, because resting, relaxing, chilling out, sitting back and having fun, playful is a feminine energy. So the more you do that, the more you push yourself into the new reality, and the ego is slowly dying, the old reality slowly dying in the background. So you gotta choose more resting, more relaxing, more calming. And it's not just about physical resting or physical calming, it's actually mentally and emotionally as well you're calm. Because when people say I'm relaxed, they mean about the physical thing. No, physically you can go to sleep, you can rest, you can chill out on the beach, you can go on the vacation, but in your mind, in your head, you're constantly thinking about doing something, figuring out things. That means you're not relaxed. When I say relaxed, that means you're relaxed mentally, physically, emotionally. All aspect of your life is actually relaxed. That is a relaxed state. So you gotta practice it, do it every single day. You gotta choose this to move into the new version of you, to move into the new feminine energy version of you. So hopefully this video helps you. Let me know, share your experience. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you the next time. Bye guys.